Hi, welcome back everybody. Um, we are playing Dark Souls 2 tonight. Sorry for the brief absence. I have been streaming. I started streaming Final Fantasy a little bit this week. Um, Basically, I just haven't kind of focusing on my energy levels and my mental health and self-care this week, and in doing that I just didn't really have the energy for being on mic and doing the Souls games, but it's okay, we're back now. I updated my schedule a little bit because I think just for where I'm at for the next couple weeks or so, I feel like doing some Final Fantasy streams in between the Dark Souls streams could be kind of cool. Right now I'm playing that on my laptop, and sometimes even like during the workday on breaks and stuff. So I don't really have a mic to do that, and I don't really have my PC set up yet anyway. So when I'm doing the Final Fantasy streaming, just know I'm going to be doing it no mic. But I did Final Fantasy 3 and 4 Endgame because I was playing the Pixel Remastered on Steam, and I was at Endgame. But I've kind of right now I'm going back through Final Fantasy 2. I've already beaten Final Fantasy 1 and 2. I did the Dawn of Souls version on the Game Boy Advance. But I'm going back and doing the Pixel Remastered version on Steam. So I'm doing 2 right now as a kind of a walkthrough. So far, that one's my favorite. I've only played the first 4. But I'm really, really enjoying that, and so it's a relaxing game. It's kind of fun for me, so that's what I've been doing. But I'm also still grinding the souls here, and I'm on Dark Souls 2. So tonight I will be doing my normal stream situation here. So I left off beating Mytha, the Baneful Queen, and coming up here to the Iron Keep. We had a really good stream last Dark Souls stream. I had a lot of fun. Got some chat, which was really cool, and just kind of as I was working through the Earthen Peak. But here we are at the Iron Keep. I talked a little bit about like what some of the run back in the chat last stream was going to look like for the next boss. But basically the next boss is the Smelter Demon, and after that we got to work through the rest of the keep, and then there will be, I believe it's the old Iron King boss, and that there will be another primal bonfire to light after that. And then after that we'll have three of the 4 primal bonfires lit, so that'll be exciting. So I'm moving through this game pretty quickly, which I'm happy about. Still very excited to stream Dark Souls 3 after this, and then I'm still planning to do Sekiro after that, but I'm just mixing in a little bit of Final Fantasy, because if I'm playing it anyway, during the day and stuff like that, might as well throw up a stream, and people who like those kind of games can watch it. It's really fun. I have a wide variety of games that I like to play. I mean, a lot of it very into fantasy gaming, a lot of boss fights and stuff like that, but I like a little bit of a variety of games when it comes to like certain strategy games like Final Fantasy or Fire Emblem, and then games like these intense grinding games with boss fights like the Souls games and the Souls series. So yeah. So, as you saw, there's an item hidden back there behind the bonfire, but the lava hurts you very rapidly, and so you have to make sure you're wearing the correct armor or correct ring to be able to grab that, or you can kamikaze it and just grab it really quick. Same thing over there, off to the right, you'll see you drop down off the bridge and run over to get that item, and right now we're being quickly run up by an Elan Knight, which I kind of talked about last stream in the chat with my friend Aiden, how they can kind of like run up to you really fast and attack you really quickly. So, and there's a lot of them through this area, so it's the run back to this boss fight. You have to deal with a lot of those enemies. I might be invaded right here in a minute. Maybe not this run, but oh, there he is. There's I believe there are actually 2 possible invaders at this point. Right now it's Armorer Dennis, but I believe Fencer Sharon is another one, because I remember fighting her here too. So this is another one area like Black Gulch, where you can have a couple different people summoning. Make your life more difficult. But you gotta use your big brain. And once you beat them, you're clear. They don't spawn, so... I mean, like I said, there's 2 different options here. I'm probably gonna die here. What's with that? Ooh, we're good. We're good. Aha, I love when they do that, when they full commit like that. I'm surprised he's had ample opportunity to backstab me. What? Usually only real players do that. That's kind of funny. Man, this guy's gonna take my whole inventory here. Do it again! Do it again! I've been trying to launch into the spin move with that for the follow-up, but he's quick. And this fight has pretty much used my entire durability bar on my weapon, which I don't like that it is so easily drained. Ooh, that was a good strafe there. Alright, Armorer Dennis is vanquished. And I posted everything I have right now. I went through every single video on my PS5 that was stored from past gaming and from recent gaming is uploaded to my YouTube right now. So my PlayStation has plenty of space for new videos that I'm going to take for subsequent gaming. I plan to do Dark Souls 3 on PlayStation and Sekiro on PlayStation after that. And obviously I'm playing the Final Fantasies right now on Steam on PC. But after that, I'm not sure what the balance is going to be between PC and PlayStation gaming. I mean streaming. See, I said Fencer Sharon. Here she is. She is speedy and pokey, but less annoying with the magic AoEs. So obviously right now I don't have a camera for PlayStation, so if I'm doing PlayStation streaming, I'm not going to have a camera. It's very expensive to get the PlayStation exclusive one, and of course it's not compatible with like the PC and stuff, which is what I'm going to be trying to move towards for streaming. I do have my camera, a webcam for PC streaming. I have a keyboard and mouse, and I will be getting my PC hopefully this week or so. But I still have to set it up, I still have to learn it. This is going to be my first time doing like committed PC gaming. I've downloaded OBS Studios or OBS Studios or whatever from Twitch, so I'll be using that to stream. So I'm excited. But yeah, even when I have the PC, I might still mix in PlayStation streaming once in a while, but obviously only the PC will have webcam. And so I'm gonna probably primarily do that. There's some Pharros Lockstones over here. Also probably will be playing the Elden Ring eventually an Elden Ring Night Rain on PC over again, so I'll probably stream those. And then I don't know, after Sekiro I might try and stream Black Myth Wukong on PS5. I made it to Act 3 on that, but I haven't finished it, and I need a little motivation to get through it, so I might stream that while I play. Over here, there's a unique merchant.
Who, me? I'm Magarold.
Magarold. He sells some cool stuff.
Have a look at my wares.
And I almost feel like he also is a secret covenant. Like there might be a covenant related to this right here. He sells the Jester set, which is the tights reduce fall damage. The gloves increase the number of souls you get. The robes nullify critical hits, and the cap raises item discovery. So a really interesting, really cool light armor set here, and just fashionable. And then you have the spiked bandit set. You can buy a curse bite ring here, which increases your curse resistance, as you saw in Dark Souls 1. That was very important for areas with lots of curse. And then he just sells he sells all of these, the carvings, which some people like to collect these in Dark Souls 2, so if you want your full collection, he's got some over here. There's also a human effigy, a fragrant branch, repair powder, rusted coins, which if you're farming items and want increased item discovery, those are good. And then he also sells some magic over here. Some sorceries and some hexes. Now, hexes are a type of spell that are unique to Dark Souls 2. There's another difference from Dark Souls 2 to the other two games. I don't think the other two games have hexes. I think there's just sorceries, miracles, pyromancy, and I think that's it. And then Dark Souls 2 has hexes. So there's a separate trophy to get all Master of Hexes, to get all the hexes, just like the pyromancy and the
I think we have similar taste. Miracles. Really? I do. Here, you should like these.
And he gives you the covetous gold serpent ring +1, which is a very good item.
I'm mainly a treasure hunter, you see. I'm only a merchant on the side. A room about, looking for a find, following me instincts. I don't care what a thing's worth.
Apparently
what matters
Scottish.
is whether it grabs me. Do I enjoy what I do? Well, that's a good question. I suppose I must. I've been doing it for ages.
How long, sir?
There's good iron in these parts. An old king even used it to build a castle.
Old Iron King.
But the thing was too heavy. It slowly sank into the ground.
That's why he's under the lava.
Fire spouted from the earth.
Out, fight
and,
you.
And the place
we'll
turned
see
into
that
this. At least, that's what I've been told. Not a bad story, eh? So, what'll it be? Anything? Hey, you know that old fella with the hulking blue sword?
Ben Hart,
he talks really highly of it. I got a feeling it's a fake.
I'm sure you
I didn't want to disappoint him, so I just sort of talked around it. Let me just say, there are lots of legendary swords out there. Have you heard of the shrine on the eastern edge of Drangleic? Built to honor the dragons, they say. If only I knew how to get there. I'd go and I'd comb it for goodies. I'm mainly a treasure hunter. A room about... There's good iron in these parts.
So he just kind of cycles through those dialogue options. He doesn't relocate to Majula if you get through all of them. Over here, there's an item right here. You can grab it in between the fire. But you'll probably take damage. It's an iron key, so that'll unlock something important soon. I should probably get fireproof make sure I get some good fireproof equipment for this area. I kind of just have random shit on right now. I don't really have like a unique set. Probably could. I have so much of their equipment. They drop so much equipment. It's so easy. I could get like 50 sets of it if I wanted to. Especially between this run back and on nights. So basically this is the run. See what I mean? They're endless. They just keep coming. And as they quickly sidle up to you and then do a quick little attack into you. We have to raise the lever to get the run back to the boss, but basically you'll have to fight those guys, or they'll all come trying to attack you every run back to the boss, which is why Aiden was saying that he hated this run back, because it's true. It's annoying. So you pull that lever there. This guy's sniping at you. You can come down here. New game plus, there's an enemy. There's another guy sniping at you from the other bridge, so that's not helpful. Item down here. Repair powder, which obviously I need. It's making my life difficult. Oh, I wanted a backstab. This is an Elan Captain. They also drop their own set. Just trying to get the timing right. His arrow's bigger than mine. But I can shoot twice as many in the same amount of time. He fell down. I've been really enjoying using my bow this run through. I think I said that one of the other streams. It's kind of making the game fun and interesting because I never used to use it that much. I think I'm just using, well, I think I'm using iron arrows now. This guy doesn't have anything to shoot back at me, so I can take my time, pick him off. Headshot. Sniped. Walk off. Walk off. That got her. Got him. Alright, chest. Life ring +1, which gives you extra health, and twinkling titanite for upgrading special weapons. I'm obviously not going to be fighting the boss this particular run. I only have one Estus left right now. It does more damage than I honestly thought it was gonna. Alright, so you come up over here, now that the bridge is up, you can jump here. There's two people sniping at you. Jump here, grab this item. Petrified Dragon Bone. This guy's only going to be here on... on New Game Plus 1 or 2. There's a ladder up here. And then there's a chest and another one of these. I showed you this in the Earthen Peak. You can put your lockstone in, and water comes out and it will heal you. So if you're having trouble on this boss run back and you're losing a lot of health trying to kill those Elan Knights, if you want to risk the jump, you can run up here, jump, and heal your health back for free without having to waste more Estus on the way back to the boss. I couldn't remember if that was a mimic. So over here is Y-Hander, which is kind of like the Claymore, but it's a really good sword. And you can just drop back down here. And fight all three of these guys at once. Wait, why are there two? I feel like there are summons for the Smelter Demon, but I can't remember where they are. Actually, I know I just killed that guy, but I kind of did it for nothing. I'm gonna see. I'll wear the captain's helm. How about that? I mean, I'm pretty sure the armor that they're wearing is probably fire resistant, seeing as they are in this area. Alright, so I'm still light as a feather. No, I can still move pretty easily in this. So I'm wearing the captain's helm, and then the rest of it's the regular Elan Knight equipment. There is also an Elan Knight helm. I'm the captain now. Alright, so the invaders are dead. They're not going to bother me. But I am going to have to deal with, like, each enemy that kind of comes up on this run back, because otherwise they build up. And what happened my last death will happen again, but 10 times worse. Because there are so many. And see, there's, yep, even when you think you've killed everybody and you're through them, there's always another one on this run back. Thankfully, with my build, they're pretty easy to stagger and kill pretty quickly, so they're not really much trouble if I can time their, like, when they move in on me quick. But yeah, not too bad with my build. I'm also worried with how much durability I'm using for each of these guys. My Giant's Tooth is the most effective method for dealing with them, but it comes at a cost. It seems. I'm gonna trade it out. I wish it didn't. The one downside about that weapon. It's my favorite weapon. Very lazy, but oh, I got him. that's the strafing. I said I would point it out when it does. See, I'm still locked onto the person, but I kind of move, like, in the fight, and then it just, like, does that weird attack to the side where I'm not even aiming at the person anymore. I feel like that's worse in Dark Souls 2. Another thing I notice happening sometimes that I don't like. Watch people die to this guy. Way more. There's another guy in front of the door here, but he has a bow, so he's gonna start with shooting you, so you should be able to. Extra bright and it's doing extra damage. I still do pretty good damage. Now he's lighting the sword again. Oh, I forgot. I was literally, it was too late. I had already. That was a terrible heal. I was so, I literally waited right until I shouldn't heal and then did it. Let me rephrase. That was a terrible Dark Souls 2 heal time. Honestly, I'm going to try it without killing everything, because I don't want to waste my weapon durability, and when you get to the very end right there, it's just the archer guy anyway, so really you just have to get by everybody until you get to that point. Then the archer guy is going to shoot an arrow at you, and you can sneak behind him. But you will have an absolute army following you, so don't mess up. Alright, well, I underestimated the speed at which they followed me. Unless it was one of the other guys from the side. Oh, also I should probably update my rings. I have the silver cat one on, that's not helpful. The rest of them are good. So annoying. Man, I didn't have to deal with any of this shit in Final Fantasy. Gonna come out. Cool. That's the timing on their dodge. You wait till they sidle right up to you, and then they attack really quick right off the bat. So that one I got a little jumpy early, and yeah, they do that. So one of the annoying things about the run back to Sir Elan is they do that move that they just did, where they run past you and they do that little stab forward thing. Okay, so it's the one on the side there. Really? An arrow? An arrow. God fucking damn it. Fuck this game. Sorry. I said I would be good. I don't remember my Dragon Tooth losing durability that fucking fast, though. It's so aggravating. Well, this is probably why Aiden was so frustrated with this. Because I normally go back and kill them one by one, so I don't have to deal with them on this run back. But if you don't do that... Yeah, that lunge right there. Where the fuck was he? Is that why I keep getting hit? Because he's sitting there waiting? Solution. Here are my babies. Alright. I've got my babies. My two. My sacred chimes. Look at that shit. It's beautiful. Still fat rolling though. These will be my backup. Oops. When I was running through the DLC, I had my Dragon Tooth, my Claymore, and the two Sacred Chimes. And so I think one of the areas where you fight Sin the Slumbering Dragon, I think I used like almost all four of them. Where is he? Oh, he blended in. I wonder if I hit his head enough times if he falls backwards that way. walked right into that one. Where the hell is the one hiding that keeps popping out at me? Oh, right there. Oh, wait. We got company. He blends in with the shadow very well. "100% have another one coming." They just come out of nowhere, right? Like, that guy was like 500 yards away. Fuck you. Fuck you. You ruined my run back. Where are you going? Bitch. So because I used so much of that, I'm gonna run this. I'm not even over there. Uh-oh. Still does very good damage, as you can see. Although I think I'm stat rolling. I forgot about the armor. So do the regular hits on the Sacred Chime, because the fully charged one does this. And that's fine if you are a faith build, but I am not a faith build, I'm just a strength build, so I can still use the hammer. I just can't do that, like, magic attack thing with it. So I have to just kind of use regular hits, but the regular hits pretty much do as much as, like, the, uh-oh, I forgot. Nope, I'm fine. The regular hits do pretty much as much as the Dragon Tooth with these weapons in my build, so. I have to remember that. Alright, I'm gonna reset my health. He'd be looking spiffy in this. I love these things. Fuck, I don't want to do this. I already fought these guys. Aha. Big brain. Tossing this thing around. wall bender now. Okay, right. Because you're just that good at archery. No, he fell. Have a stroke? What is he doing? He's doing sprints. He's at football training camp. Jump. Jump bad. Jump bad. Doesn't always do it, but it's always a risk. That's the Smelter demon. They have a... Oop, fuck. Forgot they do this. They have a more enhanced version of him in the DLC. It's pretty much the same boss, but instead of red, he's blue. blue fire, and he's a more enhanced version. So after the boss fight coming up here, there is a chest. In it is a special shield and some more flame butterfly. And bonfire. And door. And back to the Majula we go, because I think I can level up.
Bear seek lest.
Aw, damn. Covenant items. Alright, let me see. What do I need to use? I'll use all the little ones anyway. Pretty worthless to me at this point. This is their main use, trying to just get me a little... Got some big souls here, so I might be able to make it.
Bear lest.
Sure. I know I'm running a strength weapon, but Dex is lower and still helps increase my damage. And I think the Claymore scales with both. Kind of liking this look that I'm rocking. If you come down here, you can figure out how to get in there. I think there's an item or something. This guy behind me, or I mean in front of me, is trying to break this. To the point where it falls and you'd have to make a jump to get over there. Which you can do, but if you go fast enough, it doesn't matter. If you come up here and use a Pharros lockstone, there's a new area. And there's a bonfire right there. I have a inkling this is a mimic. See what I mean? So even if you're not facing them, even if you're not anywhere near them, they like somehow pull you into their orbit into a grab attack if you're anywhere near them, and that's only a Dark Souls 2 thing as well. So why is the door shut again? Just to make my life hell. Must also be a Dark Souls 2 thing. After the initial thing, they can still grab you, but it's more of a regular fight. So don't be in front of them. This drops a lightning quartz ring +1. This negates lightning damage, and then you can come over here, and you've got this bonfire. Now, this bonfire is not a convenient run back to get back this way because you can't. You can access the Belfry Soul from another side over here. Actually, Belfry Luna. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's different. But you can go up that ladder, and there's an extra area there to explore. With some items and a shortcut back to another part. But for our purposes of proceeding to the old Iron King fight, that area isn't necessary. As you can see here, we broke it. And I have to jump now. Doesn't really change much. You just have to jump. Don't follow me. Feels like I'm moving like fat rolling or something. If you pull that lever, it's gonna like change a little bit the orientation of this and bring down those fire things and kill one of the guys that was up here. Also down here, who shot me? There's an item there and a lizard. I'm gonna take it for now. Oh no, the lizard is gone. That's kind of bullshit. I still hit him. He didn't even descend his sword, and they're trying to say he hit me. Bruh. Fuck. This game is just rage bait. I'm convinced. There's a ladder over here. It would have been like, ha, he hit you. He moved his arm down slightly. There's another ladder. There's also a chest. Rubbish. Invaded by the collector, coming to collect your rubbish. It doesn't do anything, but... So this doesn't squish the same way the Dragon Tooth does, but I can kind of swing it around pretty fast, and it does repeated damage for being such a big weapon. These sacred chimes fuck in this game. Bye, collector. I think this does more water. I don't need it. Let's save my lock stones. come up here. There's more captains. And chests. Oh, it's gonna kill him? Bruh. Must have a tiny little health block. Can you backstab them? Yeah. Ooh, that was... Had to make sure. Black Knight Great Axe. That is a sick weapon. Let me show you. Look at this thing. This thing fucks. The Black Knight weapons are good in every game. Yeah. 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 So you can also do these little platformy things. Cracked red eye orb, torch. And it brings you down here. Lava? How do you get that item? There must be a way to dump this over. Oh well. I can't be bothered. You can also whip that around if you're just using the regular attack. Haha, I got there first. I wonder if I can break one. Yeah, okay. Okay. So as you notice, I got some souls there when the platform descended, because there was one of the knights standing on it. Hee hee. I feel like I'm moving extra slow with the controllers being weird. Squish! Wish. Hey, I wanted the animation. See what I'm saying though? You can farm so much from these guys. Also, fun handy trick if there's one of these guys. You'll walk into the fire and die. Neat trick, huh? This is not the boss. This is where... Oh shit. This is where the we fell down to before, and I died in the giant pot of cauldron lava. This is a narrow hallway, and there's going to be another one of these guys. And then you pull this. So this comes up like a guillotine, and it will fall back down. Another one of these guys hiding right around the corner. ladder. I'm monosyllabic now. For some reason, I don't remember this guy. He's got the same. Oh no. He's got a very similar. It's not the same, but it's a similar type weapon. I'm pissed. I did all that hard work and I was so close to the bonfire. Who is this bitch? What the fuck was that? So if you don't pull that thing down, this is what it looks like. A lot harder to get across. Yeah, that was sick. Three? Back shot. I just punched a guy in metal armor. What the fuck? I don't know why the fuck my souls are over here, but that's actually probably for the best. Because for some reason, they impaired my visual field. Bro! Get out of the way! Of course he doesn't get injured. Oh yeah, he does a little bit. Fuck you. love squishing them as they're like advancing so excitedly. New strategy. We're going to ignore the Phantom. At least temporarily. Now it doesn't matter. Look at that. You can come up here, hit the switch, and it'll stop all the fire stuff. You can also get a pretty view of where we're about to go. I really wanted to do that. Alright. 2 can play this game. Descend. Swoosh. Ooh, look whose giant hammer is better. Uh-oh. Mine. Come back down here. There's one last little metal guy. It's not really little, I don't know why I said that. But then this is the run back to the boss. Actually, I should probably use the blend it in. The Dragon Tooth weapon is probably even better for this boss then. And then the Sacred Chime. There we go. Gonna want to wait until he, not the fire attack. Until he does something like that and his hands, like, accessible. He also does a big, like, Yeah, that was a fist. And then usually he leaves it there for a sec. So I've got nothing against this boss. I think it's fine. But it is giving demon souls. So like it's fine. It's cool, very cool aesthetics. Obviously, I mean, he leaves his arm here on purpose, so that's when you do the damage, because he's off the screen, off the platform. But I don't know, it just feels like a Demon Souls boss, that's all. Nothing wrong with it, it just... maybe not a Dark Souls 2 boss. Alright, that's all I have to say about that one. There's a chest here. This is a primal bonfire. One of the 4 you have to light to get to Drangleic. And then back here is another one of these. This gets you to the old Iron Crown DLC. So we've lit 2 bosses this stream so far, Smelter Demon and Old Iron King. We've lit 3 primal bonfires out of 4 overall. The last one is behind Duke's Dear Freja, in Brightstone, Cove, Tseldora. I am going to take a brief break, grab some dinner, and then I will be back. Be back soon. Alrighty, we are back. I had some Panda Express for dinner, and it was delicious. Okay. We're gonna come back up here. This is behind Majula. This is Benhart of Jugo.
Have you business with me? The way yonder is all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue. Heavens above! Who thought it a good idea to put it there?
Apparently he's also Scottish.
Oof, I'm in quite the pickle now. See that statue? Ah, hey, you don't...
It was a real-life person turned to stone, silly. So we're going to use one of our fragrant branches of yore. This is going to be another important NPC. You can get a trophy she's gonna ask you for an article of clothing, and you can get a trophy simply by giving it to her. And then she's gonna relocate.
Thank you.
And as you can see, now we can pull the lever to progress.
I've been petrified. Hard to speak. Give me...
Alright.
I'm fine. No. My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh. You're that traveller. I still haven't thanked you. Well, I'm quite a hand at pyromancy. So perhaps you could consider this my thanks.
Bitch.
I was attacked and turned to stone, I think.
Yeah, she's the pyromancy
I owe you my life.
guru or whatever.
If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful wearing these rags.
There's so many things I could say.
I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life, but just look at me. My clothes are in tatters.
I feel like this is the start to a porn
Do
video.
you have any clothing that you could spare? I'll take anything. Whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel. Anything at all will do. Just put it...
Put it on the ground, give equipment. I don't know why it says put it on the ground and then gives you an offer to... Should I give her the prisoner's waistcloth because she's already wearing tatters?
Thank you so much. I'm very happy for this
She's
gift.
happy for the prisoner's waistcloth.
After I change into this...
She's gonna
I'm
change
heading
into
for
the
Majula.
prisoner's waistcloth.
But perhaps Majula is my
So
best
she's gonna
chance.
relocate to Majula like the other NPCs.
I'm going back. I hope... Be safe.
She does pyromancy. You get a trophy for doing that, and then you can come back and talk to him.
Clearing the way was your doing, was it?
That's how you get him to relocate to the next spot.
Didn't think you had it in you, pal.
Oh,
No. That's not like it sounds, no. It was a pleasant surprise, that's all. Name's
that's
Ben
so
Hart.
much better.
Thanks to you, I can resume my journey. If we share the same path, I'm sure that we are going to meet again. I'll repay my debt to you in battle. I swear it, by my sword. The road ahead's going to be long.
And he follows up
I'm
on
here
that, so he's going to
to
be a
help.
summon that you can summon for a lot of different boss fights, including the final boss of the game and one of the DLC bosses. He also has a quest line, just like Lucatiel, that if you find him in all the places and summon him for, I think, 3 or 5 bosses. Now, to complete him and Lucatiel's quest line, you have to not only summon them for the bosses, but they have to survive the boss fight till the end. So make sure if you do summon them, ideally you're going to want to do their quest on the first playthrough, because, you know, bosses are harder going forward. All these guys are also in here too. They have the poison, and then there's going to be one of those lizard things. But yeah, so you want to probably do it ideally on the first playthrough. It's still possible on ensuing playthroughs, but yeah, so you want to find them in all the locations, talk to them, exhaust their dialogue, summon them for boss battles when you can, have them survive. I think it needs to be 3 out of 5. And then at the end point of their quest, you get a trophy and you get like an item or something. Like Ben Hart, you get his sword there, which is the Moonlight Greatsword in this game. Over there's going to be an Estus shard for increasing your Estus, and over here there is a bonfire. Also, if you jump, there are some doors over here. This one just has this guy. He drops the falchion. At least this time. Over here, there's like a dwarven enemy. doors down, and an item. Woo! Uh-huh. That's kind of... Alright, so then you come up this way. This is going to be the next several areas. So there's obviously different paths that branch out from Majula in different directions, and there are different areas that eventually lead to one of the four bosses of those end areas, and then the primal bonfire. That's kind of how Dark Souls 2 is structured. And when you complete all that, it will open the path to another set of areas going forward, which progress farther in the game towards the final bosses and such. What did a Teddy Roosevelt say? Speak softly and carry a big stick. And here's another bonfire. Now this is a crossroads. It's the Ruined Fork Road. And there are three areas on your left. This path is going to lead down. There's going to be a bunch of falconers, and then it's going to end basically in an impassable area that will... one of these two is the area that ends up being the DLC, and the other one ends up being, you need the King's Ring to pass through, I think. So this last area to the right is actually very hard to see. It's foggy, but this is actually going to be the area that we progress. And if you hug the left wall here, yeah, so now you can't really see. There's also a bunch of invisible enemies, which makes it even better throughout this area, which can be frustrating if you charge right through, but if you stick to the left, you're going to get this item, and you're going to come through in this clearing, and there's going to be an NPC merchant called Vengarl.
Leave me be. I like it quiet. Leave me be.
So he says, leave me be, and then immediately...
What business have you here, traveller? You may call me Vengarl.
Wants to talk.
If I deserve a name in this sorry state. Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom.
So this is just the head of Vengarl,
brutal fight, and then
sitting here on the rocks.
Somebody killed me.
The rest of his body is actually somewhere else.
I came to and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad, really. Now I watch the days go by and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things. Far removed from war, I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now.
So your head got chopped off?
I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, but don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance. But I want to warn you of something. My body. I see visions My body, headless, raging without me.
So his body is a
My
NPC
body wielding my sword, a
fight
sword
that you can
forged
find
only
and fight
to
and
kill.
kill and for the Vengarl set.
My body will show no mercy.
It also
You see
is a
the
summon
wretched thing.
later on. I
Stay
think one of the summons
far
you can have for the final
away.
bosses, one of the 3. Also, if you
I
exhaust
learn
his
new
dialogue
things
here,
every day.
you'll actually
Things
get a trophy.
never learned in battle. And thanks to you,
So don't miss
I've
this if
recalled
you
the
want
joy
platinum.
of conversation. If I can help you, if you require something, do speak up.
So he gets to this, but
I
then you
cannot
have to
lie.
keep talking. on.
Sometimes I wonder what's become of the kingdom. I was a hired hand, yes, but we soldiers stared death in. And for His Highness,
Alright.
I am afraid. But perhaps it's for the best.
Killed lots of people, I get it.
I was born in Pharros, a land in the distant east. When I was born, we were already mired in prolonged conflict with our neighbours. Eventually, our kingdom fell, and our people scattered. I've been a sellsword ever since. All I ever knew was war, and I can imagine no other way to live.
Pretty much every NPC in this game
What a
says that.
fool I was. I am grateful for these peaceful days, but such contentment lies only in the here and now.
Mindfulness King.
Why must life be so confounding?
Oh.
Thank you for lending an ear to my
He
ramblings.
thanks you,
Here, take these.
and then he gives you Vengarl's helm, which is his helmet, and then the rest of the set is on his body
Go
that
along.
you can kill, and that gets you a trophy doing that. You can also buy the Claymore and the Greatsword here, Destructive Great Arrows, Lightning Urn and Resin, and Magic Barrier spell.
Farewell.
After that, you're going to come back in here. There are items spread throughout this area, just be wary, because remember I said that there's invisible enemies. Up on the right, item. There's a ring over here that's, you can kind of see the outline of them, actually. There's invisible enemies later on in the area that doesn't have fog, and they're pretty much the same type of enemies. If you come up here on this hill, there's going to be a chest. Just remember that you can get knocked out of... See, you can kind of see their shape. You can get, the old sun ring is here, so I know they're right here. I can really see them. You can't lock onto them, though. Oh, rude. But yeah, there's 2 rings up on the right there that if you want to collect everything and make sure you have all of that, you'll have to risk these guys. But otherwise, pretty much going straight through to the other side is how you progress. Come up over here, go up these stairs. Fog goes away. And boom, behind here, you're at your next bonfire. So this next area is going to have a lot of the petrified statues. There's going to be a lot of different special things you can do in this next area. There's also a lot of those witching urns. It's an area that you want to kind of thoroughly explore. Also, this is what I mean. I said there's more of these invisible guys outside of the fog. So it's those same type of enemies that are in the fog. Lots of items in here. They look like that. Those are the pots with the face on it. Over here, though, it's a trap. You're gonna fall down. Into an area with all of these lizards that do the death blight. So in here, you can kind of see it through the crack there, is going to be an NPC locked away. Her name is Weaponsmith Ornifex. She's the same type of like crow bird lady as you saw me fighting in the painted world of Aramis in Dark Souls 1. She is one of the two people that give you can trade in your boss souls for special items. The other one was Stride, that I freed in the Lost Bastille. He was petrified. So to free her, you need to use a fragrant branch of lore on this guy. He's a lion. He's gonna come back to life and become aggressive. You can't hit him until he's like fully does a lot of damage. So you kill him, you get the Fang key. I think. Oops. I think that key is just the key to the door in there. I don't think there's an extra step. But I could be wrong. We'll test it. There are more of these things. Oops. There are more of these lion guys too, like this one's blocking this chest. See what I mean? You can't hit him. In this chest, there is going to be repair spell, human effigy, and bleeding serum. You can just roll through them. You can also attack them. Back here, there's going to be a lion that's not petrified. There's another one. There's another one. And there's another petrified lion who is standing in front of an item, I think. Once you unpetrify them, when the area respawns, they're still unpetrified. So you'll have to fight them. This guy is a golden lion. There's another invisible guy over here. And up there. Use the Fang key.
Thank you for helping me. I am Ornifex. I owe you some form of thanks, but have nothing for you at the moment. If it would not trouble you.
So she relocates to Brightstone, Cove, Tseldora, and you get more fragrant branches if you're here. So she'll be in the next area. And you can find her, and that's where you can trade the boss souls. I also just picked up some more fragrant branches of yore, so I can use those at specified locations in this area. Because there are quite a few. There's also going to be an important area in this area that's connected to one of the covenants and the Dark Lurker boss fight that I mentioned being my favorite in this game and that I have to do a lot of extra steps to get to. Chest up here. It's going to be guarded by one of these invisible guys and one of those pots. It's got a Titanite chunk and a petrified dragon bone. Actually, I don't even know if that's an item. That might just be a trick. Yeah, that's just a trick. Just gives you an extra enemy. There is another... I'm gonna come over here. Can't fit through that. I'm also playing offline mode right now. I just realized I don't have the little messages on the ground because something was going wrong with the server. I'm most likely going to get cursed here. One of these pots over here. And here's a Pharros lockstone and a soul of a brave warrior. Coming into this area, one of those damn things. A crystal lizard with some good items. Ooh, I almost made that. And chest. Dark side. Down here, there's going to be a giant scorpion guy. Don't aggro him. He is not an enemy. When you talk to him, you can't understand him. Similarly to the Daughter of Chaos in Dark Souls 1. But there is a ring. The Ring of Whispers that if you put on... It's literally pretty much just for this purpose. Ring of Whispers.
Human, are we?
To him.
This is no place for you. Be gone.
And also, after talking to him, you can summon him for the next upcoming boss fight.
Are you not afraid of me? Humans rarely come here. Those who do turn back when they see me, or make an attempt on my life. But you are different. We once had a master. He created us long, long ago. But he was born with a fatal flaw. He resented those who had what he lacked and became fully mired in hatred. Eventually, he drove himself mad. It was at the peak of this madness that he conjured up we strange creatures. Our master was a tragically lonely soul. Eventually, his solitude eroded his very reason. In the end, he never understood what it was that he truly lacked. Nobody knows when we were born.
He said that so
or where our
ominously.
master has gone. The only ones who even speak a human tongue are myself and my better half. I wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed.
Gasp.
Once, I always found her at my side. But as time went on, things went awry.
Bad breakup.
She became violent, raging uncontrollably. Eventually, she came after me.
Domestic violence.
And we have been locked in combat ever since. We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange are never lethal. I was born of my master's madness. Perhaps this is some curse. I will be sure to assist you in return.
So he asks
the past
you
is a distant fog.
to kill his betrothed.
My name was Targ.
So now at that
That is
point you
all
can
that I
summon him for the
remember.
next boss fight, who is Scorpionness Najka.
The past is... My name was Targ.
If you come down here and use a branch on this guy, past here, I believe, is where Vengarl's headless body is, who you can fight for his set of equipment. And you can farm these guys, I guess, for their outfit. Interesting. Yep, here it is. His body that he said beware of. If you kill him, you get the set. I already have the helm from the head. He's just like any NPC fight, though. I can just smush and squish. And you can summon him for the final boss, I'm pretty sure. So there's the set. There's a torch here. And if you want the final cutback, I don't have any more fragrant branches of yore, but you can open this and that will be the final shortcut back. Feeling, no, I can't be that lazy. I only have 2 Estus, so now that I've cleared the area, oh wait, one more thing to do. I will, but I'll rest at the bonfire before the boss. One more thing. Rude. Over here in these grasses, there's a hidden drop down. And we're gonna be, there's also a chest. And this connects to where you freed Ornifex. Oh, it's a spell, but there's also a creepy guy over here in the chair.
Ah, look how far this undead has wandered. And a very fit undead you are.
Why, thank you. I go to the gym.
A bit too alive, but with a darkish shadow. Yet still unprepared for a deeper dark. And like every undead, you have no future.
Excuse you.
Oh my, don't mind me. I'm just talking amongst myself.
Uh-huh.
But if you find a need for a truer dark, then meet again. We shall. The dark is still nascent within you. The dark.
I'm pretty sure I am already in his covenant, but he is somebody you can join the Dark Covenant, and I think it's supposed to be... this might be a reach, actually, but I think it seems like adjacent to Darkstalker Koth. I wonder if that's what they're... from Dark Souls 1. I wonder if that's what they're going for, but like I said, everything in this game connects to the wider Dark Souls lore in a very, very loose way. But that's the covenant I'm in, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if there was... Well, I should already be in that covenant, so... I can't remember, but there's something you have to do to... that giant metal plate that I was standing on in the middle, you can, like, enter, and it's like a task that you have to complete. And you have to do that three of them, you have to do that 3 times. I can't remember, though. If I go back down here... Oh, he's gone. He's moved on to the next area. I can't remember. I'll have to refresh my memory on that. But that's going to be one of the things I am going to do this run through. Because I'm going to fight Dark Lurker this run through. So stay tuned. That's my favorite boss. The only annoying thing is you have to burn a humanity each time you do that boss run back. So a human effigy. So because you have to be human to get into the area that he is. I'm gonna use one now. Ugh. If I use that and then die, I'll be so mad. But I'm gonna use one to... I always fight the next boss without summoning, but so I kind of am interested to summon Tark. Bro, I don't want to fight him. Tricked you. Oh, come on, Forlorn. Bad timing. Seriously. We won't be interrupted down here. Yeah, so this thing. Maybe it's one of the... Maybe we have to wear the ring of the Covenant. Heir of Sun, Keeper, Rat King, Covenant, Pilgrims of Dark. The Abyss Seal Ring. I wasn't wearing it when I talked to him, so maybe... Is Forlorn not following me? Coward. Oh, it's right here. That's the strafing issue. I mean, because I was still like facing forward when I was swinging, but I was still target locked onto him, and if you just keep doing that over and over again, it doesn't readjust. So that's a strafing issue I don't like in Dark Souls 2. There's a tower over here that you can come up. Oops. Thought he was one of those invisible guys.
Just wait, you dirty rat.
Oh, it's our old friend.
I remember you. Don't you scare me like that.
He's waiting for
I thought
Pate.
you were him. That bastard with the ring lives in Brightstone Cove down the way. I'm gonna find him and settle the score. Nobody insults me like that. For the good of the world and for my own honour, I won't let that bastard live another day. For the good, I won't let that bastard live another day.
So, you can talk to him, advance his dialogue, which is probably required for the quest. I don't know if there's another spot that you have to talk to Pate. I'm not super familiar with their quest line as much. I think I've only done it once. So this is the boss up here. Wait, why am I hollow? The fuck? I didn't die. Did I? What the heck happened? Oh, did I? Because I homeward boned? Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I don't know. Man Scorpion Tark. I don't know why they had to do Man Scorpion, because I guess she's Scorpionness. Stupid. She's another fan favorite. Again, I'm sure you can tell why. Also, I don't mind this boss. Actually, it's one of the bosses I don't mind as much in this game. But I do think she's pretty much just a copy of Waylog's design and then turned into a scorpion instead of a spider. So, a little unoriginal there, but other than that, I don't mind the design. I don't hate it. I don't like it for the obvious reasons, but I think it's a cool boss. So you help him kill his betrothed and finally settle their score. She does that magic attack, kind of like Mytha. She also does this attack where she goes underground, pops up, and swings her tail around. Then she's got her spear. Yeah, so that's that fight. You can probably go back now and talk to Tark for additional dialogue and probably a reward if you summoned him. Or if not, I don't know. I'm not really sure. And then coming up here into the next area. The Doors of Pharros. And you're gonna see this elephant warrior type thing, and then there's Gurm warriors behind me, which are like dwarves, and like the same type of warrior as that like guy, the merchant that you can sell things to. They're the same race, I believe, but he is a merchant, and these guys are like warriors. So these are going to be the enemies. Where is my backstab? Of this area. Yeah, Gurm warrior set that you can get from them. Prison stone. I guess that's for pyromancy. In here, there's going to be a bonfire. I'm going to run back real quick just to see if there's a new dialogue option for Tark. So we've gotten 3 bosses done today. So far. I gotta put the ring back on. Bitch followed me. Alright. You wanna go in an arena? Or does this
You've defeated my better half. This is my thanks.
Yeah.
Take
I
it.
thought so.
I have no gods to pray to, but still I pray that your journey will be safe.
Aw, that's so sweet. That's really sweet, genuinely. Okay. Oh, lion. I think it's up above or something. Alright, so we can come back there. In the doors of Pharros, there are, it's kind of like the Great Stones, but you don't know which ones are real or not. And one of the areas is, hidden in this area is the Royal Rat Authority boss, which is the other rat boss that I was referring to when I fought the Royal Rat Vanguard. It's optional boss. You can back. And then fast forwarding ahead, there's a royal encampment in the following area after that, where at the end of that is the Prowling Magus and Congregation boss, which is probably one of the stupidest bosses in this game, behind the Royal Rat Vanguard. You can summon Benhar of Jugo for that if you want to complete his questline. And then finally, you'll be in Brightstone, Cove, Tseldora, where you can find Ornifex for the boss trading, and at the end of that will be Duke's Deer Freja. So that's the next projection of where we're going, and then the final primal bonfire. So yep, as I said, this is the race he is. He's a Gurm warrior.
Make deal with Gavlan.
Gavlan. So this is one of the third spot you can find him.
With Gavlan.
And he'll give you the Gurm Great Axe because you did a lot of buying and selling and stuff with him. And he appreciates it. I have so much of this shit. You can get it so easily.
Many deal, many thanks.
I think this is the last area that you find him in, so either disappears after this, or he stays here. He might disappear, though. I don't remember. This guy throws those axes at you, so... Oh. Mundane stone. This is a trap, obviously. He goes off the edge if you don't get him quickly. It wasn't as obvious of a trap, actually, as I thought. But... I gotta remember, I always forget which one the Royal Rat Authority is when we get up to the next area. Actually, it's probably back, because this goes right up into the encampment, I think. So many stairs. Yeah. Yeah, so this... Right here, there's a bonfire coming out here, and there's this big, elaborate, obnoxious military camp of the Falconers, and then going down that way. But I'm gonna come back, because I will fight the Royal Rat Authority. Even though I hate the little poison rats that come at you and gank you when you're trying to fight it. So my headphones are really good, so I'm hearing some guy growling in the background, and I don't know who it is. So I guess we come through here. So these little rat things that are nibbling at my feet do poison damage. Toxic. Man. And those, there's like 4 or 5 of those in the boss fight on the ground that you have to dispatch of pretty much quickly, or they'll do toxic buildup. Got him. He drops the royal. Yeah, he drops royal swordsman gloves. Yeah, there are 2 Pharros lockstone doors over there. Wilted There's supposed to be a ladder somewhere. Oh, it's next here. Yeah. Rats. That's the ladder right there. I'm just wondering if there's... The problem is, I don't know which ones are real. I feel like I normally use a guide. I don't remember. And one of them, like I said, does lead to the optional boss fight, so I don't want to just go wasting them. And I'm not even playing on online mode where right now where I would have some like hints from the messages. There's so many of them. And some of them do have genuine rewards behind them, but some of them will have, like, enemies behind them or something stupid, or just, like, nothing. And one of them is the boss. Oh, wait. Never mind, it's not even one of them. It's just back here. I knew it was somewhere. Alright. Here we go. Boss number 4. I gotta fight the stupid little rats, though. Actually, I dealt with them pretty quickly. But I did get toxic already. Like a dog. Strategy for once you clear the little rats is to just get under back legs. A lot of enemies in this game have that strategy. He also does that. He makes the area be all toxic. Other than that, though, that's pretty much his attack pattern. And that's the Royal Rat Authority. The biggest part of that fight is really just killing all the little rats when they come running at you. Now, I went up to them to initiate it on the first try, but if you die and have to restart, they all come running at you. But with this hammer that I did a pretty round swipe on all of them and dealt with them pretty quickly. I did get the toxic effect, but then I healed quick enough that once it went away, it was fine for the rest of the boss. And I don't mind the big boss, but obviously it's not obviously boss design wise it's not like the best, of course, and it's annoying the little rats, but I don't mind fighting the big one once they're all dead. It's kind of like any other big figure type boss in these games. So then we come back to the Brightstone. So I'm gonna run through this camp because it gives me grief. But I'm not gonna like go in depth. I just want to show you guys. This is not how you like progress. There's just like a bunch of things to fight. There's a giant boar. Actually, I don't remember that. There were pigs, but I don't remember them being boars. Interesting. There are pigs and or boars in this camp. And a bunch of good items over here. There's going to be a bunch of these falconers. They're the pigs. Trying to shoot you. And bother you. There's an item over here on the well. Titanite is also in the camp. Might be some items. You can also knock down the towers. Also, if you come over here and do that, but stick the landing, you break through the top there. So much chaos, but I do this a lot. He might actually be in the way of the jump. You want to land in that well. I'll deal with him this time around. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Beautiful. There's a pig down here. Okay, the item at the bottom is a holy water urn. And if you come up over here, there is a ladder. And in that ladder, there's a chest, and that chest is a mimic. I love how I'm hitting a metal chest with arrows and doing damage because of the enemy. Just so you know, this is I've never killed him this way. He's also never fallen in the hole on me. Normally I just kill him in this little clearing. But I jumped down there because I didn't want to be grabbed. This is one of the easiest mimics to get grabbed by because he pretty much consumes the entire space because it's such a small space. But I guess this is a new strategy for the future. And he drops the Staff of Wisdom and Dark Leggings. You can come back. I've literally come through that camp trying to kill every single one of them perfectly and dying so many times at like 3/4 of the way through it. It's just really aggravating. And it's not even how you progress, it's just those items. You go down this way. Watch out for those boulders. When you go under it, they knock them down. They can hurt and kill themselves with it. But it's a trap. There's another one. can actually draw those guys in. Literally didn't. Alright. This weapon is awesome. I love it. You can go up there too. Look at that swing back. That's, how is he alive? Come on. Soul of a brave warrior. Oh, so this is interesting. So this is the boss, the Duke's Dear Freja. Sometimes I didn't know she can actually have her health bar up here. I knew she came up like Dark Eater Midir. Can you kill her from here? Because this is before you even fight them. There's one more boss even before. That's the final boss of this area. And one of the bosses for the Primal Bonfire. Nope. Yeah, you probably can't kill her up there. That's interesting, though. I'm glad she made an appearance for my stream. Yeah, so the next boss is right behind those doors. Boss, is a loose term. You can also summon Jugo if you need the help, which is laughable, but more so if you want to complete his questline. You can see the spider symbols on the door. There's going to be a lot of spider-type enemies in this next area. I don't think those ones necessarily bother you if you leave them alone and come through here. Lots of torch things in this area too. This one is obviously a trap. And it's rubbish. Flashbacks to Rom. Eyes, grant me eyes. So they got lots of fun little goodies that they drop. Different weapons. And that was the boss. No, I'm just kidding. That's what it feels like. You ready for this? This is the boss, guys. Damage they just did to me aside, it is just a bunch of, it's kind of like the Skeleton Lords. That's Prowling Magus right there. And the rest of them are Congregation. So that's the boss. It's just, yeah. One of the laziest boss designs I think I've ever seen in this game. Crazy. I'm just gonna throw on random shit. Oops, it's probably the armor. to this, and we're going to lastly put on that. Whoops. I just gotta dodge their last little attacks there, and that's it. Leave me alone, peons. I must go defeat the peons. Oh, let me have the backstab. Holy water. So once you clear that area, come over here to the chapel threshold, And then the final stretch is down here. So there's a lot of spiders in the next area. One, if you did it in order that I did it, obviously there is no actual order you have to do them in. A bunch of spiders are going to drop down here. I think you can also drop down over here. Aha, yeah, item. Whoa, what's that red one? Wait, it died. Did I get its item? Invaded? What the fuck? I literally just killed him in Doors of Pharros. Bruh. Like, stay dead. Leave me alone. This game has a lot of invaders. There's a lot of different areas to explore here. There's a spider behind here. Other than that, I don't really know why this is even here, to be honest. It's kind of weird. Right here is where those two guys that are fighting, their quest line resolves right here, but I don't always... Most of the time I don't do what's necessary to get them both to appear there. Like I said, I'm not very familiar with their quest line, but I do know that there is a way to get them both to appear there. And they're like fighting, and then you can like choose which one to side with or whatever. There are also these like spider guy people here. Spider. Southern Ritual Band +1. I don't think I even had that. I'm not really sure I did that before. Now there are two kind of areas down here that like this. You can come down. One's on the other side. One's over here. Bitch. Seriously? I'm not even human. And then this path right here leads to the dude, the spider boss. for 1 special. Titanite slab, that's a good item. And a chunk with it too. Oh right. I wonder if you can jump down there. Aha. Bro. Ooh, I like to jump like that. Obviously, when you're one-handing it as opposed to two-handing it, the charge attack does not do the magic thing against that. So I hit the bookshelf and it dies, but I don't, when I hit its leg it doesn't. Chest. Crescent Axe and Soul Vortex spell. For the platinum. It must take an incredible amount of forearm strength to just whip that around a second time like that. Where'd it go? Why? Just took care of Forlorn. So in here is where Ornifex is. This is where you trade your boss souls. Item in here. And in here. And there, and the door on the other side that wouldn't open, there's another bonfire. Fucking stupid, though. I swear to God. These NPCs. You land down here where this guy is, it is, I think, an Estus shard. Yeah, one of the Estus shards you need. These spiders are coming down here from the other side, but you can't get over there. I wish I remembered how to get in here. It's like such a staple bonfire. That's the one you need to get the Ornifex. I don't want to fight you. I already killed you. 1 one area ago. Gotcha. Oh, he drops the helm. I bet he drops the entire Royal Swordsman set if you kill him everywhere that he summons. Oh, there are items in here. Those are good ones. I don't think it's hurting me very much because of my armor. Who is this now? Invaders are harder than the bosses. I'm gonna finish the stream tonight with Duke's Dear Freya. I would ideally remember how to get that bonfire though. Bat staff. I didn't even get a sign that anyone was summoned. What was with that lag time? I'm gonna clear up my inventory. go through it later. And honestly, the only reason that spell was in there is because I was using it for the DLC. There was something that I needed to get, but you could only like shoot something across the area to like break it or hit a button or something in the DLC, but it was like too heavy to use an arrow. So. To get that bonfire, there's got to be something you do, like, in one of these upper areas and then drop down to a lower area or something. Tseldora cap, huh? Maybe in here. No, I already came down here. Wait, what? Whoa. And that happens if you do that. So, coming back through, push. Spiders up here, but basically we are going to go down this ladder. And this is the bonfire. And yes, these spiders are going to come down every time. Until you kill them enough times that they know spawn in. Climb back up that way. This is how this door opens, and then Ornifex is right here. So you have a bonfire. Cut back to the weapon trade, the boss souls. He drops the blue flame sword. Absolutely insane that the spiders follow you all the way over here. That's kind of crazy. The summon didn't even follow me that far. It's like those spiders in Bloodborne that follow you freaking across like 2 areas. Not actually, but... Yeah, walk slowly. Take your time. Enjoy those spikes. You too. Yep. You stay right there. No, really, it's cozy. I promise. I've been there, it's quite nice. I'll just continue to ignore your shield and your guarding and snipe at your legs. So I can do a lot of damage, and you just keep compiling on it with those spikes, yeah. A lot of fun for me. Finally torture the natural inhabitants of this area like they torture me all the time. Peasant trousers +5. I fear this is actually the run back though, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I don't actually fight these guys every time. That's kind of funny that he stayed up there. Worked for me. So, pretty much come down from here into these giant spider webs. And then you just send them, and it will basically be the boss. So that kind of is the run back. Which is quite silly. And there are gonna be spider peoples, enemies. You can come across, and there are some areas to explore here. Wow. Some items to get. Ever more spiders. And at the bottom there's more of these guys. They must be a spider worshipping folk. That's the boss door. Play Night Rain, you may recognize this boss. This is where it came from. Same strategy as in Night Rain. They were true to the strategy. We have to... you can fight fighters if you want, but you basically just have to fight both sides of the heads. You can't hit them on the legs and the sides. For you do hit the heads on both sides for big damage. Absolutely, indeed. That's fun. Those spiders are fun. That's fun. Alright, let me try again. My dragon tooth is broken at the end of that last one, so we are going with the sacred chime hammer. Well, I don't normally let the weapon break, but I was fighting one of those spider humanoid guys on the run back leading up to the ladder, and literally needed one more hit to kill it, and then I did that and it broke. This guy over here in the corner who's blocking the ladder. And the run back. Yeah, just like that. I know. It's honestly just like the area, like it's just, and she's got so many spiders. I don't know if you've played Bloodborne, but it's very similar to Ram the Vacuous Spider, minus all the magic attacks. You don't think so? Why don't you like it? Because of the... Well, not why don't you like it, but why don't you think it's similar? I just feel like they both have, like, a ton of, like, helper spiders that you have to, like, get around. The worst Souls boss ever. That's a high claim. I myself think the worst Souls boss ever is the Bed of Chaos from Dark Souls 1. Yeah, me neither. I leave the spiders be. It's just, it's annoying because it's not really even a boss fight, it's just a gimmick. And like, I like the conceptual idea of having the Witch of Izalith be like an important figure in the lore and being one of the bosses, but I really feel like they could have turned it into like an actual boss rather than just like a run back to some tasks. And they're just really frustrating too. I'm glad you liked it. I like the aesthetic design and the lore of like Izalith and the witch and the demon and all that. I just wish they had done more with it. Yeah, the aesthetics are cool. I agree. I wish I had my bonk. I'll have this bonk. I have played every Souls game, yes. I love the Souls series so much. They're really fun. I've platinumed quite a few of them as well. Not all of them. Wow. Dang. But this is probably my 4th time like running through and beating this game. Oh, that is one thing I love about this game. You can drink the Estus twice to heal, and you still don't heal at all. I am going to heal my bonk. You've platinumed all of them. That's awesome. That must have taken a lot of work. I know I grinded Dark Souls 3. That platinum was like so many Covenant items that you need to get. Yeah, Demon Souls, I didn't really get very far on the trophies for that because the world affinity thing with like the like black affinity and white affinity, I didn't really like get into that or like study that very much. The Phalanx? I feel like you just... I kind of remember. I haven't played that game in so long. I feel like you have to just, like, kind of... Yeah, the big black blob. You have to, like, coax them out so that you can, like, attack the weak parts. I haven't played that game in so long.
You, the name, and you, a man, not... Oh, you're equipped.
You fought the Phalanxes in the, in Dark Souls 1 Painted World then, right? Because if you've played all the games.
I'll be around if you make it back.
I think they're not, it's obviously not the same, because like the one in Demon Souls is like a giant blob, but I think you're supposed to get behind the armor. I wonder if you were under-leveled or something. I was thinking of, that game is not like one of my favorites in the Souls series at all. Like I can appreciate it for being like the foundation of these games, and like getting to see like where they got all the ideas and where to progress. But you know, I feel like it's harder for me to get into it, but I might at some point go back and stream a run through of that because I don't really have any of my I make a lot of YouTubes of the boss videos that I play, and I try and get one of every one. I don't really have any of them for Demon Souls, so at some point it would be nice to go back and just grab some videos of each one. That's kind of what I'm doing here too, because there's a lot of the Dark Souls 2 bosses I don't have videos for either. Oh, damn. That's impressive. You're a hardcore player then. I see a lot of videos of people who do that where like they try and do a run through on level 1 and dodge everything perfectly. That's literal. I respect that commitment. I don't know if I would have the patience for it. Is it your first time doing the run through on the DLC? You haven't. No, this is what happened to me last time I fell down there. Not your first run. Yeah, the DLCs can be difficult. Are you doing that on level 1? Because that would be quite hard. Man, I respect that. That's crazy. I guess, I don't know if even like getting all of the 24, you're not going to use any, I was literally saying that, like I don't even know if that would help as much if you're level 1, but dang, you're not even going to do that. Yeah, I'd be stuck too. You have to like, are you just doing the bosses, or do you have to like do the giant furnace golems and stuff too? Oh my god, I missed it twice. So annoying. Yeah, no, that would be... I was like, level 1, that would be torture. Die. I died instead. Wait, did I put my armor back on? I can't even remember. Oh, I did. I did have my armor on. Yeah, right. This one's my absolute favorite. Ha. No, I literally talked, I think, in all through the Dark Souls 1 streams I did and through the beginning of this game about how this one is actually like my least favorite. And kind of went over like a lot of different areas that this game differs from the other ones, and is very unique in that way. Did that spider guy not even take the bait? Come on. You think it's the best one? What do you like about it? What do you like? What are the things you like? I must know. It's interesting because I feel like it's very split. I've come across a lot of I've come across actually a fair few Souls players now who this one is their favorite games. But when I first started this series, yeah, when I first started these the Souls games, I actually like there were a lot of people in the community who like really didn't like this one. That's interesting. You like all the parts of it. I mean, I can definitely respect that. The best in the series. Really? Is that including like Lud and Zaylen run back? Because like that, I feel like is unanimously agreed on as like one of the worst run backs in all of Souls. You like that run back too? Well, then again, you are doing a level 1 run on everything, so you have to have some sort of masochistic streak. I don't know. I feel like I can agree with you on the music in the areas. And I was saying in my streams that the NPC quests in this game are actually really good. I like the NPC quests a lot. But I feel like the bosses are actually like some of my least favorite. It's a very fun concept of running back from building to building. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. It's just very like frustrating because like you die so many times and like you can't see. But I'd be interested to see like your play style and everything too, because I feel like different people have like different styles of playing these games. My favorite's Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I do die quite a lot. Dying is always involved in that process. Dark Souls 3 is my favorite. That's the first one I started with. Hell yeah, I did. That's the best one. It's got the best bosses in all of Souls. And I will die on that hill. It's my favorite. So the first one I played, it's got the best bosses. I don't know what you're on about. Ugh. Rude. I guess it's just a difference of opinion. Well, I must know now. What are your thoughts on Dark Souls 1? Yep, I started with Dark Souls 3. Hey, it must have worked because it got me into the series. Here I am streaming Souls. Yeah, I started with Dark Souls 3, then I went to Bloodborne, and then Elden Ring, I think. Okay, so you like Dark Souls 2, you like Dark Souls 1. Do you like the older games? Like, are the older ones your favorite? Played them, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1, Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3. What an interesting order. You did Dark Souls 1, then 3, then 2? That's very interesting. I guess I did it in kind of a weird order, too. Yeah, I started with Dark Souls 3, then I did Bloodborne, then Elden Ring, then Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, and then Sekiro, I think? And then I played Demon Souls when it came out, and then Night Rain. What are your thoughts on Sekiro? Okay, so that makes sense. That's really interesting because when I was doing my Dark Souls 1 streams, I talked a lot about how the clunkiness is like one of the only things about that game that I actually don't like. Because I love so many other aspects of that game, but the fact that it's like a very, very early, rendition, it wasn't finished, and it's like very clunky. So maybe it's like a mobility thing. You didn't play Sekiro yet. Interesting. Interesting. Sekiro is like the only one that has like doesn't really have souls that you get to level up and upgrade. You like the clunkiness. Well, I mean, I definitely agree that it makes it like have this nostalgic feeling because it's like such an old game. And I like the Dark Souls 1 more than Demon Souls, personally. So. I do like Dark Souls 1. You like the combat and clunkiness, it's so fun. Interesting. Maybe we just have things that we like a little bit differently about the games. I mean, I guess it can be fun. I like trying to get backstabs in that game, and I feel like the clunkiness and like kind of slow movement adds to that. Bro, this is like the worst I've done on this boss like ever. All right, these fighters are actually pissing me off. Yeah, because it's the most fluid. Like, you can move the fastest. It's the least clunky. Like, have you played Slave Knight Gale? It's like I'm an anime final boss endgame. I mean, it's obviously not as smooth as, like, Elden Ring or something. You're telling me Nameless King, Slave Knight Gale, Sister Freed, Lothric and Lorien, none of that did it for you? It's wild. That's so funny. God, I just missed again. I'm gonna be on this fucking boss all night. This is crazy. That's so not true. Come on. I'm so offended. The second worst game? Stop. What other games do you like? That shit's so funny. What other games do you like? Dragon Slayer armor was the only one that was actually kind of difficult. I mean, you're probably a better player than me if you can do level 1 through all of these games. So, I want to take your word for it, except that I've played the game and I feel like that's so not true. It's too easy. I guess you're just a masochist. I guess that's what it is. Honestly, though, that's... Why am I not jumping? That's impressive, though. Jump. I can't jump on the sticky. After this stream, if I see another spider, I'm just going to indiscriminately kill it. Leave me alone. Also, why are spiders packing axes and daggers and swords on them? Where's the logic? You know what? That's fine. I'll take the My new mission is to kill all the villain spiders. Wow. That's crazy. Whoa, I just missed that. I think my brain functions have depleted. Back. Ugh, I did it. Points at spider. Alright, we got the Great Soul. Oh, hell yeah. That's kind of... We have, like, one of the... Hollow Knight is also one of my favorite games ever. I got some of the... I got Hollow Knight tattoos on my ankles. I don't know the other games besides the Souls games you mentioned. You like Fortnite? I played a little bit of Fortnite. I haven't played a lot of it. Oh no, please don't aggro me. Oh yeah, he's easy to kill. I played more Call of Duty than Fortnite. Brightstone key. Fragrant branch of yore and dark quartz ring. Oh my god, that's hilarious. We obviously are on the same wavelength with everything. So this is the first time we meet Aldia.
No one has come this far, not for a very long while. Young Harlow, do you wish to shed this curse?
Yes, please.
Then accept the fate of your ilk, and face the trials that await.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. For a secret optional final boss, his boss fight is a big letdown. I feel the same way as you do about the final bosses in this game.
Young Harlow, there are but two paths. Inherit the order of this world, or destroy it. Only a true monarch can make such a choice. Very few indeed have come even this far.
He's literally just like a talking blob.
And yet your journey is far from over. Outgrown Hollow, have you what it takes?
Yeah, the one in the DLC, the Poison Dragon. I like that one too. I like how each like Souls game has its own like classic dragon fight. And that one is pretty.
Young Hollow, seek after
That's one of the bosses in this game I do like.
He who almost became a true monarch. The Vendrick is certain to guide your way. Fledgling Hollow, may we meet again?
Wait. So you like the Slumbering Dragon,